please stand for our national anthem? Good afternoon. I'm Stephanie Rowley, Chair of the Psychology Department. It's my great pleasure to welcome you today to the 4th Annual University of Michigan Department of Psychology Commencement Ceremony. We're delighted that you could join us today to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our graduates. As you can see, we have a full house today, and we want to make sure that everyone can see and hear during the program. So please, take a few moments and turn off your cell phone ringers. And during the program, we ask that no one leave their seats to take photographs. As you can see, we have a professional photography team here to make sure that excellent photos are taken, and you will be able to order those photos later. If you stand or move, you will block the view of others, so we ask that you please stay in your seats during the ceremony. Attending graduation as chair this year is especially meaningful to me because I am an alum of this very program. So after graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology in 1992, I went on to graduate school at the University of Virginia and then on to a faculty position at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Then I returned home to Ann Arbor in 2000. It's been such an honor to teach here. Some of you will follow a similar path to graduate study, but many of you will choose medicine or law or business or social work or to work in a nonprofit. Regardless of where you head, I believe that your Michigan psychology training will help you to be more creative, more insightful, and more effective. Today's ceremony represents our continuing efforts to build a sense of community for all of our majors. This is no small task. We are the largest department of psychology in the whole world, and the best. Each year, we have approximately 2,000 majors across our two majors, which are biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience, and psychology. This year, we have over 950 graduates and more than 600 in attendance today. We also have one of the largest and very best doctoral programs in psychology with 9 specific PhD programs, as well as a unique joint bachelor's and master's advanced degree program. Graduates from each of these programs will be gracing the stage in a few minutes. I'm very proud and happy for them all. We'll begin today's ceremony by honoring our graduate students. Let me introduce Professor Monique Ward, Arthur F. Thurnow Professor, and Associate Chair for Teaching and Student Affairs.
Good afternoon and welcome. We have many graduates to congratulate today. Most have worked for 4 or more years to accomplish these degrees, and we will not keep them waiting one more moment longer. We will begin the presentation with the presentation of degrees to graduate students in the Department of Psychology. We have invited one of the students receiving his doctorate degree in psychology to address you today on behalf of the students. Bill Chopik is graduating with a PhD in personality and social context psychology. Bill?
Dr. Rowley, Dr. Ward, distinguished faculty, friends, family, and fellow students. Thank you for celebrating the class of 2015 today. I've been asked to make some brief remarks on the college experience from a graduate student or slightly older student perspective, as I was told. So naturally, the first instinct I had was to talk about some psychology-related research. So in my research, I examined how people's personalities change across life and how these changes are then related to how happy and healthy you are later in life. And this research consistently shows the time of life when people change the most, when they find out who they really are, what they value, what they care about, is actually around the time of the college transition, which is right now for all of you. So what you've learned the last few years will actually be a part of you in some way or another for the rest of your life. And looking back, you've actually learned quite a lot at the University of Michigan. You've learned how to pull all-nighters before an exam. You've learned the value of hard work and perseverance. You've learned how to manage relationships with other people, roommates, friends, coworkers, teammates. But you've also learned a bunch of practical things, like where on campus to get free bagels on a Wednesday morning, and that a business can call itself something like Rick's American Cafe and never actually serve coffee or have Wi-Fi, which might be the only cafe that would do so in the world. So you learned a whole lot of academic and practical things here at Michigan, but you've also learned a lot about friendship, how to care for others, how to love, and perhaps many of you have maybe experienced great loss at some point. So all these lessons hopefully accumulate to shape you into a person capable of living a good and happy life from here on out. In the next few years, you'll encounter even more challenges that will ultimately shape and define who you are as people. But your time in Michigan has primed you for these challenges, and Wolverines, after all, never shy away from a challenge. However, this is one of those times in your life where we should all briefly pause, reflect on our lives, and be grateful. It truly is a privilege to go through the experience that we all just did. For example, my parents, they're sitting right there, hi. They, for example, didn't go to college immediately after high school. They worked full-time jobs and raised 4 children, and then nearly 2 decades after their high school, they went back for their college education. They took night and weekend classes to get their bachelor's degree, and I know how hard and incredibly hard it is to do something like that. Thus, my parents taught me the value of hard work and how to persevere despite all the challenges of life that get in the way. They've also been incredibly supportive along the way, as have my brothers, Ray and Rob, who are also here. Just like many of your friends and family have, and we're all the product of their efforts as well. So I was hoping maybe we could just briefly give them some acknowledgments for helping us along the way. However, the cost of a college degree is high in more ways than just one. A degree is a gift from society that comes with some strings attached. The receipt of a degree is then to go out and use your talents, especially as a psychology and BCN major, to make the world a better place and be a well-rounded individual in the meantime. There are a lot of challenges that are unique to our generation, and our challenge is to face them with full force and vigor. So to close, I'd like to end with just a few tidbits that are found in nearly every graduation speech. And that's that you should always try your best. You're more resourceful than you think. Be kind to others, be grateful, and love deeply. View every challenge as an opportunity to learn. And finally, perhaps most importantly, there's always time for free bagels on Wednesday and cafes that serve more than just coffee. Thank you, and congrats to the class of 2015.
Thank you, Bill. At this time, I invite the PhD recipients to stand and approach the front of the stage, along with their faculty mentors. The PhD, or the Doctor of Philosophy and Psychology degree, is the highest degree offered in our program. It represents the accomplishments of 5 or more years of coursework, teaching, and research, culminating in an original thesis or dissertation. The faculty mentor works very closely with the student, and so in today's ceremony, the mentor for each student will present them with the hood representing the doctoral degree attainment. Please hold your applause, and we will recognize the group once all of the names have been read. Okay. First, we have Sarah Trin, who's hooded by me, Monique Ward. Next, we have Brandon Valentine, hooded by Ramaswamy Mahalingam. Yeah, it's hard to get it over the hats. Next, we have Cheng Wang, hooded by Thad Polk. Then we have Michael Schwartzman, hooded by Richard Lewis. Next, we have Bill Chopik, hooded by Robin Edelstein. Now we have Sarah Beth Festini, hooded by Patricia Roy de Lorenz. Next, we have Ronit Greenberg, hooded by Priti Shah.